Good evening, beautiful people. How are we doing today? I hope we're doing well. I'm so excited to be here again on another beautiful day. It's what's today? It's Thursday. Hi, Steph. I see you. Awesome. So I'm so excited for another mental health with the theme. There you go. I found you.
Hello, how
I'm fine, thank
are
you.
you? Good to see
Awesome.
good to
So what
see
you
you.
do for me is that you are here. On my there you go. There you go.
Okay.
That is it. Perfect. And I have to move
Okay.
my camera back because it's showing just my neck. So that let's move it back a bit more. That's it.
I, I can see I can see you
Awesome,
perfectly.
awesome. Yeah, so welcome. Thank you for joining me this beautiful evening.
Okay.
Yeah, how's your day
Thank
been?
you. I'm busy, very busy actually. We're trying to wrap up on some piece of work, so we're just trying to. It's been so busy at
Awesome. Well,
work
we thank
today.
God for another day. So
Yes.
it's
How's your
busy
day
as well,
been?
I tell you. Left the house 7 o'clock this morning, so literally it feels like 7 to 7 because I got out of the train about 6:35, 6:38, between 6:35 6:40. That's when I got off the train. So I just got in the car and I sat down.
Okay.
I was like, catch my breath for a few
Oh,
minutes before I
bless.
start driving up. But yes, it was a full-on day, start to finish, having breaks in between. But yes, thank God. Thank God, thank
Cool.
God. So let's go to the topic of today. As many people who are joining us, good
Mhm.
evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you are. My name is Omowunmi, also known as Toks, and I have with me here Steph. She's a coach, and she does a lot of beautiful things as well. I'll give her just a minute to just introduce herself. Steph, do you want to say hello to everyone and tell us who you are and what you do?
Hello, everyone. So my name is Stephanie Aniche. I'm a public speaking and confidence building coach. I train young children, young adults, and young ladies the art of public speaking, building confidence, leadership skills, communication skills. All the things they need to help them forge a way in the future, in their careers, getting into good schools, into good universities, and going for things like prefects and so on. Those roles that you do that are in leadership. So when you start to progress into university and into the workplace, it's easier for you. So I train
Awesome.
them with
Love
all
it,
of
love
that.
it, love it. I think that is absolutely a beautiful thing to do because if you start early, you start right and you get
Yeah,
it right. Yes.
indeed.
And the journey will be easier for the parent and for the child as well. And I'm sure they will thank you later for it. So if you're catching this replay, do follow Steph whenever you watch this, and I recommend you join her program as well because definitely it would help you and your family. Recommend it as well to friends and family to join. So let's go back to the topic for today. So you know who my guest is, my speaker for today. Um, we've been talking about
Okay.
anxiety. This week, for everyone who don't know, is Mental Health Awareness Week, and the foundation has given us a theme, and the theme is anxiety. So from Monday, I've been having different people come up here. We've just been having us a conversation. So I am not an expert. Steph is not an expert in anxiety in any shape, form, or size. But what we've been doing is sharing real life stories, real life experiences, and also a bit of research work that we have done that has helped us and that we believe will help you. So if you feel this is valuable, this will be useful, then
Mhm.
please follow us through and let us know what you think about it when you catch the replay. So let's go straight into it. My first question, obviously, is have you ever been anxious before? Or what is your definition of anxious? If someone says to you, Steph, I'm anxious, or to yourself, anxious, have you been anxious before? I've said a lot of things all in one, so I just let you go ahead now and start talking.
Wow. About been anxious. First of all, I'm going to start with what the definition of anxious is. I got it from the Oxford Dictionary, which is a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease about something with
Mm,
an uncertain outcome. We worry over
mm,
so many things, from
mm.
your children going to school, from
Yes,
pressures of work, you wanting to
yes,
deliver
yes.
something, the stress of work, And the stress of life, as we know, things are so hard right now for a lot of people, for financially and so on. So it brings a lot of stress on you. So you're anxious
Yes.
about tomorrow. You're anxious of how am I going to actually do the things I need to do? How can I fend for my family? I mean, it means a lot to a lot of people. So I would say yes, I have been anxious and everything. But the key thing is, how do you deal with it? So if you don't mind, I'm going to go through a study. Because sometimes when we are anxious about something, there's nothing we can do about it. So why be anxious? So 500 years ago, someone called Michael de Montaigne, he said, and I quote, "My life has been filled with terrible misfortune, most of which never happened." So they did a research and a study on how many of individuals imagined calamities that never materialized. Okay, so they did a study with individuals, and they found out that 85% of what subjects worried about or people worried about never happened.
Wow.
Never happened. 15% that did happen, 79% of people discovered either a good way to handle it, right? And it wasn't as hard as they expected, or the difficulty potentially taught them a lesson. Do you know what I mean? So that means that 97% of a majority of what we worry about never happened. So why worry?
Can you just say that study again for a second time? You know, I'm just thinking about it and I'm thinking this is a brilliant. Please just for a second time, if you don't mind, please just say that research again, please. Share with us.
Okay. So a gentleman said, "My life has been filled with terrible misfortune, most of which never happened." So as a result of that statement, a study was carried out to prove this. And the study looked into how many of our imagined calamities that never materialized. In this study, individuals were asked to write down their worries over an extended period of time and identify which of their imagined misfortunes did not actually happen. And truly, lo and behold, 85% of the people that they had done said whatever they were worried
85,
about never
guys,
happened.
let's stay there for a second. 85%.
Yes,
85. That's a huge number, guys, that we are putting pressure on ourselves. So 85% of the things you worry about will not come to pass. That's a huge number. 85, and you put the pressure on yourself, on friends, family, the children, the workforce, even the animals, the pets you have going. You destroy everyone. Yeah, you destroy everyone. Literally, the Lion of the tribe of Judah has come. Everybody needs to start running away. We don't know what she's going to say. 85, guys. I need you guys to think about this. 85% of the worries that you think will happen never actually happens. Please continue, Steph.
So, and then the 15%, they discovered that they could either handle that difficulty better than they expected and very, very well, or the difficulty that they were going through taught them a lesson. And that was just 15% of the remainder. So why am I saying this? Because that means 97% of a majority of things you worry about never come to pass. So why don't we learn? I know worry usually is when you think about the future. What's going to happen? Why don't you live in the now? Because when you live in the now and put yourself in the now, then tomorrow will take care of itself. Like there's a quote I love in the Bible. I was going to get to it. It says Philippians 4:6, "Be anxious for nothing, but with prayer and thanksgiving, let your requests be known to God." And one of the techniques I was going to talk about later on is, meditating. And if you are a Christian, praying as well, and sometimes relaxing and so on. So why did I share the statistics? I'll tell you why. They don't materialize what we worry about. So how many people, if I may ask, have their worry
That's a good question. So if you're catching us here, I see a few people in the house already. Please let us know what you have worried about. Let us know in the comment section how many of them in percentage, 10%, 20%, 90%, 100%, how many of that materialize? We would like to know in the comment section. I, for one, know that 0, so I don't even bother to even go down that zone. So share with us the worry, the things you're carrying on your head. on your shoulders, the heavy load. Let us know the percentage of it that actually materialized, that came into existence, that you have to sort and you have to deal with. I'll be keen to hear your feedback in the comment section. Yes, let's go ahead then, Steph. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, so, and then I just realized that we need to be intentional to take control of our emotions and our thoughts, because it's all from a sense of insecurity.
That's right.
Fear of the unknown, typically.
Yes.
So you learn to live in the now, in the present. And don't stress yourself, because at the end of the day, there's nothing you can do about it. Okay. The other thing I would probably say is, like I said, learning to meditate and learning to relax. The art of relaxing comes from the art of learning to rest your mind. And so when you get those anxious thoughts coming in, just shutting down on them. Sometimes closing your eyes. And one of the techniques I use is called, I learned it from a counselor I used once, where they talk about creating a safe place for yourself. What's a safe place? What was your favorite holiday destination? Or was it the beach? Or was it somewhere that you went that was tranquil? Or maybe looking up in the skies? So when you close your eyes and imagine yourself in that safe place, nothing should be able to penetrate there, because you're learning the art of relaxing. You're learning the art of pushing aside that which wants to overwhelm you, and then focusing on what you want in that safe place. And that's shutting down and going to that safe place. And I find that usually you need a quiet place, and or sometimes you may just be playing soothing music, but you have to make that time and conscious effort to shut down and shut everything out. Because if you don't, you're coming from work and you're running and you're stressing, the children are stressing you out. The next thing you know, you're going to bed. You're not making that time, and you're not helping yourself. So finding a quiet place is very, very important. And another thing I would say is you start to feel the worry ease away when you train yourself to find that quiet place. Right? That's one technique. Another technique that I love doing is, in that time when I'm spending some me time, singing helps, or dancing. What is it that you love to do that you can do? Me time, be happy. Sometimes you don't need the husband around you, you know, it's a me thing. I always say to my husband, I want to go out on my own for a meal. Oh, no, I want to come. Why? I want time with me. I need to refill myself, because if you don't, the anxiety of life can overtake you. So you can think things out and have a structure, have a plan. How do I do this? How do I do that? So again, take control of your emotions. Why do many people struggle from mental health issues? Because they're worried, they're helpless about something, or thinking about how to deal with things outside of their remit. Sorry, but you don't have the solution to every problem.
No one has.
Be at home, be at work, but once you learn to control your emotions, it's so very easy to be able to deal with anything anywhere else you go. So you calm yourself down, you learn how to deal with it at home. When you go to the workplace, it kind of like transfers there, and you know what to do in the workplace. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna pause there, and then maybe you have.
I like all the points, which is different perspectives. See, I've been speaking to different ladies Monday, Tuesday, yesterday. I was live myself, but we've not touched this angle at all, which is why it's exciting, and which is why when I was inspired to do this week, you know, of mental health, let us have a conversation, which is what I said. It's just a conversation. You'll be surprised the wealth of knowledge and information that we can get the moment we open up our mouth and start talking, or we're intentional in terms of a particular topic. So I like the research, I must say, and I'm going to watch this again and kind of like meditate on it, because I think that is really, for goal setting, I kind of like know that. I know the numbers for goal setting, but to know this for this amount, 85, I can't get over it, 85%, 85% of what you're worrying actually does not come to pass. I see in the comment here that Sean Perez Enterprises, 50% of it, that's average, half and half. Most of my, like I said, when I used to worry, I would just give myself headache and pains. None of them actually came to pass, And let me flip it the other way around again. There is this law of attraction, that the more you focus on something, the more you magnify it and it becomes your reality, because that is what you are pulling to yourself. That's the vibes you are giving out. That's the energy you are sending out. And for whatever reason, because this vibe is like a magnet, you get attracted to it, which is why sometimes you are always around people that are quite similar to you. But I'm relating it now to worry and anxiety and fear. Let me give you a very good example. In the morning when I'm driving off, in the morning when I'm going to the office, I leave the house about between 6:50 and 7 o'clock in the morning. I tend to leave the house so that the road is nice and clear. Once it's after 7 for where I live, everyone is coming out because they want to avoid the traffic. The moment you come out and you are full of life and energy and gratitude and you're singing, it just feels like the whole day is beautiful and everything is fine, But that attitude that you started your day with, whatever it is that you start your day. So I'm using my typical example, which is music. I will play in the car, or I'll be singing, or I'll be speaking in tongues, praying in tongues in the car, which I typically would do. The moment I feel my environment with that, everything is fine. And so even when somebody drives funny, I'm just saying, oh, I hope you'll be all right. Rather than get up, which is very fun, but you know, always gonna be like, is everybody that you're always having video? I hope it's fine. I hope when you're going to get there safe and fine, because I don't understand why you're running. I'll be talking to myself in the car like I'm having a conversation with the person who is misbehaving. But I'm saying this because, like you said, you'll be able to master your emotion, which is where I'm going to with what you said. The act of mastering your emotion is king, because I promise you, if you can do that, there is nothing. I say again with confidence in my heart, there's nothing anybody will do to you that will move you or shake you. I'm not saying you will not feel it. Don't please understand my English. I'm not saying you will not be upset. I'm not saying that you will not be disappointed. You will not be angry. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying it will not move you to the point that you you throw the baby and the bathwater out and everybody's going to be like, oh, let's gather around. Let's go and see her. Let us know you are panic attack. No, at all. Because you're a human being, you're supposed to feel. That is, as a human, you will feel. But definitely, if you master the emotion, master your emotion, the act of emotion, if you master it well, and it takes practice, guys. So please don't think, yes, it's easy for you. No, it's not. It took me years of practicing. Sometimes when people talk to me, I'll start talking inside rather than speak out what I need to say, just because I don't want to upset them, because I'm very expressive. I'm sure by now everyone knows. So when I'm angry, I promise you, you don't need to go to the bank and come back. You can tell straight away that something is wrong with her. It's very easy to know when something is wrong with me. So I'm that kind of person. So I had to master how to be this person. So when people tell me that, you gave me a compliment yesterday, which I'm like, every time everybody says, I'm like, God, only you. Because I don't want to say I wish you knew me before, because I like this version of me. But the person I was before, this is like a 360. With all humility and gratitude to God, this is a 360. This is not who I was. This person now is if sometimes I pinch myself that this is actually you. This is your life. You're not, you're not dreaming. This is reality. It's not like you died and you came back and you're reliving life. I'm saying this to say this. Master your emotions. Start a day at a time. It's not every comment you need to reply to. They say don't throw stone at glass. It's not every feedback. You don't keep your feedback. Keep the peace of your mind. Keep it. Keep it. Don't give everybody a piece of my mind. Keep your peace of mind. Girl, mom, keep your peace. Keep your peace. Keep your heart. Let everything be intact. Stop giving everybody everything. No. Sometimes be quiet and just nod your head. It doesn't mean everyone is entitled to their opinion. Everyone is entitled. Must you talk? Must you say something? Then you will lose your mind, be tired, be angry. You will not be tired. You're tired, you'll be tired. You're tired, you'll be tired. I don't know if you see what I'm saying. You're already tired, but when somebody now come again, they will now start the whole drama. You're that tired, will now become tired. Then you get to the point, you're like, Lord have mercy. So
Yeah.
anxiety can be managed. That's where we're going to. It can be managed with time. Let me read some comments before you go. Before you start again.
Okay.
So Sean also says, when I am worried, I do mood talking, and this does not help. But music and meditation and prayers has really helped. I'm glad you found something that works, which is what we are saying. Find your safe place. Everyone needs that safe place, like Steph has said. Imagine yourself for us, wherever you want to be and be in that space. So you found your safe, and I'm happy for you. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you. Over to you, Steph.
Okay, so I love quotations and affirmations. I'm going to say one, and then I'm going to go into the symptoms of anxiety. So focus on what you can change about the situation that's causing you anxiety, and release the rest. And release the rest. So if you're really overwhelmed and you're anxious about something, then have a think. Which one of these concerns can I do something about? And if you do work it out, then focus on that, because deal with it. Sometimes a problem or issues shared is halfway solved, and you find someone to talk to about it, someone you trust, and you talk to about it, and let go of the rest, because I assure you, there's nothing you can do about those ones that you can't do anything that you have no control over. What are the common symptoms of anxiety? Feeling nervous, a feeling of helplessness, and that can come from so many situations. A sense of impending panic, danger, or doom. You may have that come into your mind. Those are the symptoms. An increased heart rate as well. Hyperventilation. That's another symptom. A lot of sweating, trembling, and then sometimes obsessive thinking and panic attacks and so on. So there's several ways you can deal with actually these kind of things coming through. And I'm going to run through just a few. I'm going to get this to open. Just bear with me 1 second. Exercising is one thing, one method. And when like me now, I'm naughty. I haven't done my normal exercise that I should. I normally have one. I do like minimum. I'm in a group where we have to do 15 minutes a day, and we also have to eat a certain amount of food and so on. The days I eat right and do my exercise, my mood is wonderful. The days I don't do it, hey, I feel like I've done the worst thing. So I'm not at rest with myself, because I know I've missed out on something. So exercise actually helps the mind, helps you focus. You feel happy in yourself that you're making an effort towards your health and overall. So that's one thing that helps with dealing with anxiety. Changing the way you eat as well. If you like sometimes like me, I love like sweet things, ice creams, all of that. The days I eat those, I feel really guilty. But the days I'm having veggies and so on, I feel really good in myself. So you can combine them so that your mind is okay with indulging sometimes and knowing when to stop and indulging on the healthy stuff as well. Cut down on caffeine as well, because that one I think causes you not to sleep at night, or causes sometimes headaches and so on. So that you need to keep an eye on that. You listen to music or podcast, like I said, in your safe place. You can listen to very slow, soothing music just before you go to bed. Whatever it is, just make sure that you're making that time to make those changes if you really need to. And drink more water. The more water you're getting in your system, the more vibrant you are. There's no time for all those depressing things, because also the drugs we take cause depression. I know that because I was given some drugs one time and the mood was so bad, and they were like, it must be the drug, and they wanted to give me another drug to help. I said, no, it's okay. I have a friend who used to take blood pressure tablets, and when they went to bed, they were like falling off a cliff. And they'll wake up screaming, and it was the drug.
That's hallucination then, isn't it?
That happened for a year. Yeah, 1 year. So he was always so worried, so stressed, so anxious. And I said to him, are you sure it's not? And he was like, I'm going to stop the drug. He stopped the drug, and they changed it, and that stopped. So be mindful when they're giving you these drugs to take. and be mindful. Look at the symptoms and decide for
Yeah.
yourself. Do I want this? Not everything the doctor gives you, you take because they're a doctor. You take it, you have a look at the symptoms, and if you feel you want another make, another type, you ask.
Yes.
You ask, okay?
Yeah.
Breathing exercises also help.
Yes.
The times when you're relaxing, breathing in, breathing out, breathing
Yes.
techniques that helps with the
Yes, it
anxiety.
does.
And then, like I said, meditation also
Yes.
help. And then reaching out to someone, like I said, when you have the need to share, you reach out
Yeah.
to someone. And this is a struggle for so many. Let's tell the truth. Put your phone away. Put your
Well, what can
phone
I say? In
away.
the age we are
Put
in
your
right now, everything is on your
put
phone.
your
Your bank account is on your phone.
I know, but but at that point where you want to relax,
Of course.
you can cut out. And I'm
Yeah.
learning that out as well. That point where you're saying you
Yes.
need time, make it a point to make sure
Yes.
you're shutting down and
Yes.
focus on you. So because no one can call you, Instagram is
Of
still going
course.
to be there when
Yes.
you pick it up again. Facebook is all going to be there. So it's just
Yes.
being intentional of what you let
Absolutely.
into yourself. And that's those are the key things I would say would help address some of the symptoms
Awesome.
that I mentioned.
Can I just say something before you continue?
Any
So
comment?
I just want to say,
Yes,
so for social
please go
media,
ahead.
for example, I want to give you a task to do. I don't know if you know, but in case you don't know, now let me tell you something that I think you don't know. I'm just playing on words now. Okay, so on your mobile phone, I'm using mine now to do Instagram Live because you can't do it on the laptop at this point in time. If not, I would have just brought a phone to show you. So I have one somewhere here. But anyway, on your phone, do you know that it can tell you how long you have been on social media? So, for example, it can tell, yes, it can.
Wow.
On Facebook, you have to go through the settings. I wish I could tell you that I knew it offhand. No, but I know when I'm tapping it on my phone, I know where to go. I'll find it out. I can perhaps maybe share it later on. Maybe tomorrow I'll pull it out and say tomorrow for those who will join. Yes, but basically, please. It can tell you that you've been on Facebook for 2 hours, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 3 hours. It will tell you the time. You see your time on social media. Instagram, the same thing as well. I know for Facebook and Instagram because I check my time whenever I'm there to see. So are you spending half of your life on social media? Because the thing is that we keep complaining. Let me just jump a bit. Still on anxiety, but we complain we don't have time. You don't have time for self-development. You don't have time to do anything. All my dreams and goals, I don't have the time. I'm always busy. I'm stressed. I'm tired. The children, the husband, the church, the work. But check how long you spend on social media. You will be like, what? If you spend that 2 hours, you can write that book. Yes, that book that you have been saying since I want to write. You know, the drama group you want to join, that the class is 45 minutes, you can join the class. The singing that you could have booked to get a coach that will be coaching you 30 minutes a day, you can do it. So we actually have time that we are not maximizing. That's where I'm going to, and I wanted to just keep that in. I know we're talking about anxiety, but you can have time for yourself is what I am saying. That's where I'm going with all this. So I don't have time. I don't have time. The time you are using to worry, stay away from social media, use it and do something productive. Just swap it. That's what we're asking you to do. Swap it. It's not rocket science, but I've realized that common sense is not common. So I tend not to say, oh, it's easy. Let's just no. I'm very, very aware that common sense is not common, like I said. And that what looks easy to me might not necessarily be easy for you. So we've talked about anxiety. We've given different types of definitions. We've given symptoms. We've shared research as well on anxiety, how 85% of what you fear will not necessarily happen based on research. However, I put a caveat there that based on the law of attraction, we know that what you focus on will actually be your reality. So if you know you don't want fear, panic to be your way of life, I want to encourage you now to start creating the life that you want. So every time a thought comes, this is what I would say based on everything Steph has said. Bring your own thought. The opposite of that. So if he says, for example, I know people who I have heard, they say, I'm going to die. I just have this sense of feeling that I'm going to die, or that a car is going to come and run over me and I'm going to die. The moment that comes, they start saying, I will live. I shall not die. Just straight away. Don't sit down there and tabernacle there and start pondering and start thinking, how would it happen? Who will miss? No. You have gone too far. You have gone too far. Pull yourself back and don't counter it straight away, because I said yesterday, joy and fear cannot be in the same place. Faith and fear cannot be in the same place. You can't be sad and be happy at the same time. You have to choose one. Think of the children, the babies. You know, 1 minute they are crying and then they stop and then they'll start laughing. Then all of a sudden it's like they remember that, oh, I think I was crying. They go, again, and then they will stop again. You know, something will happen, someone will distract them. Because that's what we're doing. All we're trying to do is change their state of mind to forget that you are crying. But the moment they remember again, oh, I think I was crying, they will now start shouting. Then you wonder, this boy was laughing a minute ago. He remembered that the activity I was doing, someone's interrupt. That's literally what you need to do for yourself. Catch yourself gradually. And it might help to put positive words all around you. So you know how Steph has talked about affirmation? It might be helpful on your laptop, in your bathroom, in your kitchen, or as a screensaver. So when those things come, you catch yourself, you just open your phone, you flip through, or you go to the kitchen and see, or if you're in the bathroom, you have the sticker or a word. So surround your environment with words, or just play soothing music. But be intentional. I think that's the word we are trying to say today. Be intentional about your mental health. Don't stay there for too long. Steph, do you want to say anything else?
Yes, I have a few more things to talk about.
Yes.
Now let's talk about the workplace. So with a lot of things happening out there, every people need good jobs. They may have interviews they need to be going to and so on. You can't stand out if you're anxious, if you don't know, if you're not doing. So I'm going to talk a few things about the workplace, how to function effectively. And imbibing some kind of techniques that will help you, especially if you have to present. I'm a public speaking coach. When you want to present for an interview or whatever it might be, if I have young people here who might want to go to university and so on. So what you have to do? Everyone has the potential to becoming the best that they ever want to be. All right. And when you are doing the things you love to do, there's no time to let worry and stress come inside of you. So many people have jobs they don't like. They want out of it. But if you're ever called upon and said, okay, I need to apply for this role, or I need to go for a promotion, or I need to do this, I need to do that. Well, how do you make sure you're not anxious before a speech? The key thing is preparing yourself, taking time out to learn, to prep yourself for whatever is ahead of you. And don't let your emotions override you. Because if you're an expert in your field, trust me, take the time to learn your art and be the best in that field. There's anyone can tell you. Your work will speak for you. Your work will open doors for you. But you have to have the art of communication, speaking, connecting with people. You can't withdraw yourself or stress yourself or not speak the right words, because there's certain things that you need to do to stand out from the rest, because the competition is stiff. But for you to get to that point, you have to relax at home, make time to learn your art, to learn what it is you want to become. Set goals for yourself and say, today I want to do this, this, and this. That plan it the night before and start to structure yourself gradually. Things start to fall into place. Don't let your feelings override you. The truth about it is you have control over your feelings. But most times the feelings want to take over from you. But you have to say, no, actually, you are beneath me. I decide.
I got the power.
Once you're doing that, once you're doing that, you can take on anything. So if you have to do a speech, if you have to present, practice in front of a mirror your subject matter. Understand what the subject matter is. They want to interview. What is the job role you're going for example? Do you know the job description? How can you say you've applied those techniques in your day work? They always have this thing called maths. It has to be measurable. You have to be, whenever you're looking to do your goals or say you're doing whatever you're showing, you have to show examples of how you've applied yourself and doing things. And for you to get to that point where you're setting goals for yourself, targets, and going for those jobs, you have to learn the art of relaxing at home. So don't let the stress of life weigh you down, especially if you're not happy with the kind of job you're doing, for example, or where you are in life. Because so many people I talk to, one of the things that causes anxiety is because they don't like their job, or they don't like the
I can testify. Yesterday, I was still speaking to someone about she's resigned. Let me put it that way. I was like, did you get another job? No, I cannot do it again. I'm tired. Go ahead, just supporting your conversation. Yeah.
So in terms of that point, you would have to make a change. What is it about the job you don't like, first of all? Because sometimes you think it's greener outside, but it may not be greener. And if it's a boss that you don't like, what is it that you are doing that's making he or she react to you in that manner? Because if you leave a job and you haven't dealt with whatever it is that you think is the issue,
of course, you are the common person in everything.
Yes. So it's how you deal with things as well. That's very, very important. So I say that to say this because a lot of the stress we have comes from the workplace.
Yes.
We bring it home because everyone wants a job to pay for the bills, right? So things of life. So if you're not in a job that you think pays you well, then start to make plans to get yourself out of that rut, to be better, to get a better job. And in doing that, you learn the art of, like I said, speaking, communicating. When you have interviews, you know what to say, you know what to come across, understand the job area you want to do training if you have to, retrain yourself if you have to. But it's a journey. But when you have focus, you have a goal, you have a plan, trust me, the anxiety is controlled.
It's manageable.
It's controlled because you're worried about the future. What does it hold? That's anxiety. That's why I said, live in the now.
That's right.
Think about what you want to change. Start of the year, middle of the year, this is what I want to achieve this year. Get it together, and then start working towards that. Sometimes I look at my goals, I'm like, I've achieved nothing. It's nearly 6 months. Oh my God, what have I achieved? It's quite depressing. But when you're doing something little each day towards that goal, you're happy with yourself. No matter whether you achieve it or not, you're doing
a step closer to your goal. So yeah, you are doing something.
Because we're all running a race, and our race is individual. So I'm not caring what Toks is doing, or what Antonio is doing, or what that person is doing. I worry about what I'm doing to get me to where I need to go. Because another thing that causes anxiety is when you're looking at the others. Look at what they've achieved in such a short space of time. I'm still here. How can I? No, it's not your problem.
It's your problem.
That also causes anxiety. So again, I'm going to talk very more often about the speaking side of things. In terms of presenting, some people don't like going in front of an audience to speak. They get very concerned, they get very worried, and so on. But the art of speaking is so it opens doors for you. And what I do is in the training that I do, I teach people to practice speeches. It might be very tiny. Speech. How was your day? And you can talk in front of your husband and speak as though you're speaking to an audience, and be eloquent in your speaking, and just say how it was. You know what I mean? And learn to speak in that manner. And then if you have to speak in front of people, it's only you that knows you're nervous. They don't know. And I love this quotations. It says, it's okay to have butterflies flying inside of you, but make sure they're flying in formation. Yes, if they're flying in formation, then they stay in formation.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Can I just say something, Steph? I think we need to come back. We need to book a session. Perhaps not no pressure on you, but we need to book a session in the act of public speaking. Just a teaser. because I have learned the art. I've
Okay.
attended lots of
Okay.
courses on public speaking, but I'm a very confident person. I have overcome self-esteem. So right now, there's nothing I can be and do, and how I'm
Yeah.
okay in my skin, makeup, no makeup, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm that person now. I didn't used to be that
Yeah.
person. I think we should have a conversation in terms of
Yeah.
self-confidence. Let's book a session. We will do this after this, but I think it will be good. I like what
Okay.
you're saying, and I think we
That's
need to
fine.
tailor-made it so that we can give a good value, because right now anxiety is really the focus, but I get the relationship of what you're saying to anxiety because it
Yes.
helps.
Yes. Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Mm,
So once you know the subject, once
yes,
you know the subject matter of what you're doing, applying for that role, then
yes,
you're not stressed anymore. So I'm gonna start wrapping up. So one of the things I'm gonna say is learn to live the pressures of
yes,
work at work. When you come home, your home
yes,
can be your safe place because that's all you've got for now. You're not going to go Dubai every day, right? So you have to
yeah,
make it your safe place, a
yes,
place you can relax. And if you have to find a room
yes,
somewhere, just do that
yes,
and learn to relax. Take your shoes off, get your head down, get a glass of wine, and sit to your
mm,
favorite soothing music. Is
yeah.
it jazz? Is it classical music?
Be
Just
like me,
learn
see?
to relax.
Gist man.
Decide. Yes, so mine is
There
water
you go.
today. I'm trying to be healthy. So decide where your
Mm-hmm.
safe place is. Like I said, find find a
Yeah.
safe place. As I'm telling you now,
Mm.
deciding yourself. Is it a holiday
Yes.
destination that I went to? Mine is like one I went to in 2001. That was amazing. And I go back to that.
Mm.
Could it be a beach?
Yes.
Whatever you decide,
Yeah.
just let your mind loose when you're in your safe place. No one can get into that safe place. No
Yeah.
stress, no worry, no
Yes.
nothing can get into that safe
Yes.
place. Okay? And then you find that you're able to, you have the
Yeah.
mindset. Once you're out of that, you're calm enough to tease out what the concern is,
Yes.
what the anxiety is, and only deal with the one you can deal with. Anything else, you
Awesome.
put aside.
Mm-hmm.
Choose to stay calm,
Yeah.
be intentional, and do not let your emotions take your mind and how it wants you to feel each day. You decide how you want to feel. Make it a point to stay positive. Find one good
Yeah.
thing about your
Yes.
day and dwell on it. I'm doing
Okay.
affirmations right now. Bear with me. Quit carrying around
Yes.
any worries or stress. Drop it and don't let it
Okay.
sour your day. You may feel
Mm-hmm.
upset or discouraged, but you can override it and encourage yourself. Rule your emotions. And to end it, laugh, watch or read something funny to maintain your humor. And leave that the last hour
Mm.
before bed, if you can, sacred. Light candles, read a book,
Yeah.
listen to music, let your mind and body relax, and learn to do the things always, and you will be amazed what difference it makes. I leave you, like I said, with that quote, and I hope that this helps. I
Yeah.
really, really hope it helps. I did have one
Okay.
final quote for you. I can't find it.
Okay.
Bear with me one
As we
second.
wrap up, yes. Okay. What's happening? Feels like Steph is frozen. I just want to check it's not me. Okay. You're back.
Sorry. Can you see me? The only thing you can
That's
control is
right.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yes?
No, no,
Am I
no. I
still
can hear you.
frozen?
The
Am
only
I
thing you
good?
can control is yourself. I heard you.
Yes. That's me done. Any
Awesome.
comments?
Thank you, Chris Futila. I see you joined us. We're just wrapping up. We've been having a conversation about anxiety and we've talked about a whole lot of different things. Trust me, you want to catch this replay. The research information about those who worry, about the techniques that you can use to help yourself, about a bit of public speaking and a bit of managing anxiety at the workplace as well. You want to catch this replay. So thank you so much, Steph, for sharing your wealth of knowledge and wisdom. And like we said, we have a date fixed. We just need to agree when. But we are going to be having another session, perhaps next month, where we'll be talking about public speaking, confidence, technique, styles, stances, and all of that. Just because I know a little bit about that. But yes, it's a good topic to treat because I promise you, being bold and courageous comes from the inside out. And if you can feel good inside, it will come out outside, no matter where you are. And even though you're saying, I'm a shy person, you get better at it with practice. So thank you everyone for being here. For as many people who catch the replay, thank you so much. Let us know what stood out for you. Let us know what you'll be practicing. As always, know that you can overcome anxiety. And if you feel it's out of control for you, please seek help. Do not stay and suffer in silence. Go to the GP, phone a friend, tell someone, speak to someone. Please don't be silent on anxiety. It can really be life-threatening if not handled properly. So please take care of yourself. No matter we want you in this land of the living, there is so much. You have potential inside of you. You have a purpose to achieve in life. You have family, friends who love you. So please, let's enjoy this life. So once again, I say thank you. People are still joining while I'm rounding off because I need to go. But thank you, everyone. I appreciate you. I don't want to be rude, but welcome. My name is Toks, and I have Steph here. We've been talking about anxiety, and we are just wrapping up. Please catch the replay and let us know what you think. Thank you so much, Steph, for being here again. And everyone, goodbye. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you, Steph.
Bye. Bye. You're welcome.